taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Utah State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
To the air, it's Barnes. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Utah State up-tempo.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's got it at the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Utah State has it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Briggs. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aztecs offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Handoff to the single running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Snap it to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches when you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really...
Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. With jet sweep pass. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David. such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On target over the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete on the comeback. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll run the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Aggies want to move quickly. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, give it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Skips away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Aztecs. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for room, it's Briggs. He locked up and held on to bring him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
The Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down.
Lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, San Diego State. They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Denning days, and they'll get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Utah State up-tempo. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Trying to get... Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. The short hands, it's James. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Touchdown, Aztecs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire now on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Turner. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Aztecs have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the catch and knocked down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Utah State up-tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
To the air, it's Barnes. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah State. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Aztecs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
49, Utah State, 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah State sent against offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Utah State up-tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This Utah State offense has it going.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford...
Going for it all. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So after the first down run, here's second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quick touch pass to the receiver. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. To the air, it's Barnes. Pirouettes through. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Utah State up-tempo. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
The attempt through the air is is incomplete. Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Let's go. On third down, going up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Offense getting set for first down. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver shows motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense set for a 1st down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown Aztecs! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Utah State. 35.
On the move from inside his 5. And now the ball is knocked free. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it and they'll maintain possession. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.